We in this bitch.
Yo, what's good, everybody? Don't adjust your dial. It's another episode of the Virtual Mancave Podcast. I don't know which way you looking at your screen, but top to bottom, left to right, I'm going to introduce all our hosts for tonight. We got our good brother Leo right there to the left of me. We got D. Rigger on my right, a.k.a. Unk. We got Chef Davis down at the bottom, you know what I'm saying, whipping up them dope meals. And welcome to the podcast stage right here. We got our good brother Arthur right there, Basement Workouts. We're going to talk about what we got going on a little bit later on. You know what I mean? Because my good brother does get right in the basement. He does his workouts. You know what I'm saying? Stay healthy, stay right. He was just behind the scenes talking about, please don't mind. I got to, you know what I'm saying, get my pre-meal workout on, my meal workout on right there as you see him eating. But what's good, fellas, man? How y'all feeling today, man?
Cold, wet, range, baby.
Yo, I'm good, man.
Good.
That's what's
Feeling
up.
Feeling blessed in this bitch.
I already know Unc feel good because his Cowboys won, man. I'm gonna let him go with his rant. Yo, Unc, we're gonna give you a minute to rant, man. Here. Do your rant,
Unc. Cowboys?
Talk about it, Unc.
Did we show you? Everybody in Philadelphia. I need y'all to come out and holler at me, my people. Because you know what happened, right? Right. Y'all all know. Okay. There we
Big
go.
Blue.
Here it is right here, y'all. I ain't calling no Super Bowls. I ain't calling nothing. But we about to go. Y'all got to visit us.
Oh, so you smartened up.
Baby.
Okay.
Oh, no. You ain't never heard me.
We're going to have to bring it back, Unc. You talking about Super Bowl and everything.
He said you're not talking Super Bowl.
We're not talking Super Bowls. We're not talking Super Bowl. What I want to talk about is next. Okay? Green Bay. We owe you, Green Bay.
Listen.
Look, we're about to throw one up on y'all ass.
It wouldn't be right. It wouldn't be right if we don't kick off the show talking about the elephant in the room that got the internet buzzing, man. So let's get this right out the way, man. Did Cat Williams expose anything we already didn't know, or do you think he's just hating?
I think he's 98% correct with everything he said. Personally.
Troy, I want Troy. Go ahead. Troy, go ahead. Say what you.
I really don't know. The only thing I didn't know, I didn't realize these dudes were stealing so many jokes. That shit's crazy.
I didn't know about that either.
That's what I didn't know. Everything else I've heard over the years, but
yeah,
I didn't know niggas were stealing jokes. That shit is crazy. Like that, all they do is change a couple words, but
it's just. I agree.
The same.
Here's my thing. I think they was right when they were saying if you go back and you was trying to shoot back at Cat because he was talking about you, you guilty. You guilty. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Cat Williams ain't never seemed like the cat, the dude that was gonna ever tell you wrong. But like I said, and if y'all mad at him, you got to be mad at Eddie Griffin because he was the first one to try to tell everybody. Y'all need to look at what these dudes be producing.
Oh, Eddie Griffin did it.
Yeah, Eddie, man. You bring up Eddie, man. That dude is mad smart, man. That dude is mad intelligent, man.
So is Cat. I'm not doubting none of the comedians. I believe that they are all smart and they all got their ways. But to somebody had to do or say something in order for them to have to just cut off like that. Somebody did something again that put him in a different light.
But it wasn't even that
cut off on him. You've seen Cat Williams cut up before. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know why it was much of anything. I just think that once you got a 2-hour, you got a 2-hour play where you can go talk about it whenever you want to.
See what you don't realize is who they're talking to. He talked to everybody that he told, and they're like, all right, but come on, this is Shannon Sharp, bro. This is a different type of platform. Now that's the only reason why I got recognized. You know what I'm saying? Now he's gonna do one with that Willie D. Nobody gonna pay attention to that shit.
Mm-hmm.
And I heard that he did the Willie D shit first, but nobody want to hear the same shit over. I mean, I'm not gonna watch it. Why I'm gonna watch it? I felt like I already.
Now,
do you think it did its thing? Yeah.
Now, do you think this brought any good limelight to the people that he was talking about? Because they say ain't no such thing as bad publicity.
It's gonna cause people to pay more attention to them. Now, what would be interesting to see is how those dudes flip it. You see what I'm saying? Because you can flip bad pub and into a positive.
That's what I mean.
It's just if they have good publicists, then they can flip it and just make it work. So it could actually backfire on Cat because he's trying to expose them so they don't make more money, but then they can end up making more money. You see what I'm saying?
But it's also gonna, but on that point too, Art, it could flip on them because the point is are you gonna be able to respond with something original against what he's saying? Can you prove that you can come to this cat with stuff that you can create on your own? Can you talk about them and be on the just because Cat Williams be snapping on you,
Facebook
bro.
user.
But some of the people.
Wait, hold up, y'all, real quick. Facebook user, man, you dropping a lot of good comments right there. Let us know in the chat who you are, because we don't know who you are because your name is not coming up, man. We want to give you your props, yo.
Yeah, he said they came back corny. They did.
And they did. They all did.
They did.
I mean, most of them did. Anybody that he spoke bad, they all was like, they really did.
But you know who came back in a different way that I didn't expect? We all know Faison Love to be popping off, right?
Yeah.
He was mad calm. He was like, he ain't have shit to say.
Nah, he came. He was talking shit. He came out talking
to Brody.
Shout out to
Brody Ray. Ray was good.
He came out a couple of times talking shit.
Because the last thing I saw, he was very calm. He's like,
listen,
I'm gonna let this
the last thing I seen from Faison, he tried to imply that Cat Williams is gay.
Oh, come on.
He said some shit like that when Cat Williams said that he had like hitched a ride to whatever when he bounced from his crib and he went to the truck site and he bounced to wherever he went to, floor or whatever. It was like if y'all know about them truck sites and shit, it's either you pay, you lay, or some other shit. So basically he was saying so some shit like that.
Okay. Ow, whatever.
But somebody else said some shit too. I forgot who it was. I'm trying to think, but they made a good point. Cause one, a lot of these niggas ain't come back and like, yo, he lying. That's one thing. But somebody came back and they made a fucking valid point. They was like, out of all the shit this nigga was talking, he was violating motherfuckers too. He was like, their nigga came back and was tight that he disrespected all these niggas' wives and shit. Ain't no nigga ain't even comment on that. He was like, yo, fuck everything else you was talking about. You know what I'm saying? He was like, the first thing I was going to do was come back and like, you know what I'm saying? You ain't going to disrespect my wife. And I kind of found that interesting because he did violate a lot of niggas' wives.
Yeah,
and not man nigga touched on that at all.
Every last one of them. Kevin Williams, not Kevin Williams. Kevin Hart, a few years ago, was on the Breakfast Club, and he was talking about Cat, saying that studios gave up on him because he was coming in late and high and all that other stuff. So he said that years before Cat, before the show with Cat, and because Cat had came at him before. It was like he challenged him. He's like, I'm coming to your hometown. Let's put up $1 million. Let's put up $5 million or whatever. And then that's when Kevin Hart came back and was like, yeah, the studios didn't want to work with him because he was late all the time. He was high. He wasn't reading the script, blase this, blase that. So,
and then he said Kevin Hart was a damn Hollywood plant, and the nigga got a little quiet again, didn't he? And
Kevin got on the NBA TV and was cracking jokes with his boys.
Yeah,
I don't know if you saw that.
You know what's funny though? Like all this shit he talking, the internet motherfucker, because the internet for the past couple of days been coming out with mad receipts of jokes being stolen and all that shit. So if you a fan of one of these niggas and you like, nah, that shit ain't happen. Yo, there was receipts all over the motherfucker.
Yo, but it's all the old heads. All the old heads are the ones that's stealing, like Cedric and dude, like now he got Mark Curry coming back out all pissed off, all old and shit, talking shit.
Yeah, well, Mark Curry was saying that it was the Steve Harvey thing that got him. And you almost want to see a parallel because it really was them niggas, even like you were saying, they even did a television show.
Yo, but
that was similar to his.
He stole Mark Curry shit more than once.
Yo, you know what?
He did have that same colorful tie on too, though.
Remember what's funny though? Remember everything that fool was dressed out to the shirt to the tie to that nigga like.
You know what's funny though? If you look online, there's actually Mark Curry touched on this like about a month ago. saying that how his show idea got stolen by Steve Harvey. Nobody listened to that shit until Cat Williams said it. Now that interview is trending, but he just like a month ago he came out saying all of that shit. The niggas ain't even pay that shit no mind.
No, what really got me was when Cat said that nigga had a high top fade and was a man unit.
Yo, why
everybody acting like that's brand new information?
Nah, see, that's what I was about to say.
Come on, man.
Nah,
nobody hairline is that perfect.
Nah, that's what I was about to say.
Hold on. At the time, I thought it was real.
Thank you.
That's what I'm saying. Everybody fronting like they knew. Nigga, that wasn't niggas talking about, yo, I want to get that Steve Harvey lineup. That's where that comes from. Because niggas swore to God that shit was crispy than the motherfucker. Yo, niggas didn't know that shit.
But check this. When he was rocking that joint, he said he get a lineup every day.
Yeah, and I believe
of course he did, because you gotta paint that shit on that.
He did say that. I remember somebody asking him. He did say that.
But all I gotta say, that's his shit look better than the shit of today.
Oh yeah, we not arguing that. You can't argue that. This shit was tight.
I want to know where he got that from.
What you talking about?
Listen, if he was smart, he should have promoted them.
What these dudes are doing today.
He should have went in business with them and started.
Oh yeah, word. Whoever his wig nigga is, everybody needs to contact that. That nigga, that wig nigga was elite. Steve Harvey wig nigga is elite.
Quick question.
We got money like that though.
This is the Virtual Mancave.
So you telling me it was that even the fade look crisp?
Perfect.
Yeah, he had a perfect fade.
Yeah, fade was, man.
I used to aspire to have a Steve Harvey lineup. His shit was crispy than the motherfucker.
You want the crispy fade, Joe?
I ain't never had a fade that tight.
But quick question, yo.
Of course, it's been some years anyway, but still.
Is the NBA filled with more skilled players in this new era, or are the players from the 80s and 90s era better?
No. They're more athletic.
Hold on. Before we get to that, let's listen to this clip right here. Hold on. Hold up. He got good points on this, so let's hear this real quick before we give our opinions. Hold up. Technical difficulties. Hold on, motherfuckers.
Let it go.
We had to talk to that nigga.
This come on, man.
Oh man.
I said the same thing.
I love him, but I don't love him.
It is a pointless argument. Bill and Beer cannot play basketball today, right? His defense does not work today. The things that you guys glorifying, which is hard fouls, not better defense.
Yeah.
Hard fouls. If you look at the people who were brutally hurting people, they were not all defensive players. A defensive player is playing within the rules, stopping you. Yeah. Like on the offensive end. Like if we can play offense how they play defense, just give me the ball, let me run with it and go score. It's illegal. It's illegal. But if I can do that, I can say I'm the best scorer in the league. You're just clotheslining players. You're just hurting players. And that's how it was. The less talented stuff the talent. That's it. The talent, but you're not going to find your Dennis Rodman mindsets today. And I mean Dennis Rodman mindsets, not on the court, off the court. You're not going to find players sitting there, leaving the gym, no shower, going to the club, clubbing all night and got a game tomorrow. You're not doing that today.
With no shower?
Right? You're not doing that today. You're not in Vegas all night gambling and then flying in that morning to play a basketball game. These players today are not doing. These players today are sitting in the gym. They will mollywop your asses, you 80s, for real. Y'all acting like y'all was in the gym 6-7 hours a day. You weren't. Stop the bullshit. Stop acting like your guys were this glorified and you're sitting here learning game plays, learning habits, and then you guys were happy alcoholics. Wow. Today, you guys are all yellow-eyed, looking like aliens out there. Yellow-eyed bandits. You just like, no, I'm serious.
No, but this is the thing. You talk about Wilt, and we know Wilt more for the off the court stuff than averaging 50. But when he was playing with the Sixers, he had like a nightclub in New York, Harlem, Brooklyn, somewhere. I just remember my pops telling me, and he was going and turning up every single night. So things are different for this day and age, but we also have more resources, more technology. It's just more advanced. Obviously, nicer shoes, not playing in the Chucks. So you got to just take each period for what it is.
Yeah, take it for what it is and leave your little goofy asses in your area.
But say like, oh, yeah.
Let's talk about it.
Can I go first?
All right. Who going first?
I'll go first. I don't like them using the example they use because if I wanted to go today, I'm going straight to the Beard, Harden. That nigga had a strip club every single night. Am I wrong?
But that's one dude, though. I ain't gonna front. That's just one nigga.
Okay, but that's one nigga. But now let's just do what he did. He picked out Bill Laimbeer. Okay, yeah. You picked out a bad boy from an era where it was always gonna be physical.
I mean, is it what
about it? But what you want to talk about is, could you put Larry Bird in the league against these cats? And could Larry Bird hang with these cats? Could they hang with Dr. J? If you put Dr. J in that league with these cats right now, could Dr. J roll with these cats? Could they play with a Moses Malone? Right?
See,
I'm not even, look, I am not even trying to go to the crazy people, i.e. Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson. Hell, I'll even put in somebody like Isaiah Thomas.
There was elite. He was elite then. So
yeah, but that's what I'm saying. You gotta the elite players could play in the league today. Yes.
Who are they talking about?
So right. The thing.
Go ahead.
To that point, he picked out the biggest, slowest, doofiest dude in the league at the time. Laimbeer had to do that back then. So no, Laimbeer could not play today.
Of course.
But now, what he's also failing to realize is Mike was in the gym 6-7 hours a day.
Yeah.
Okay. What he also fails to realize is Dennis Rodman used to study when people shot the ball. The reason he was able to get so many rebounds is because he would study the way the ball bounced off the rim based on who shot the ball. This dude is 6'8".
He said he would count Joe Dumars or Isaiah Thomas.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah. This dude was 6'8". And average 15 rebounds a game over 7-footers.
Mm-hmm.
So you mean to tell me he couldn't play in today's game?
Of course.
Magic. I don't like that statement. I don't like it coming from Gilbert.
And he stayed on the treadmill after he got out of the game when he was.
But what I think the point y'all missing though, right? Yeah, there's of course there's a few players, right? But that's the thing. Like you could probably name between the whole 80s and 90s, right? You could probably name it with a handful of the players that be able to play today. So compared to today, it's like the fucking skill level is so different. Like I remember I commented somewhere and niggas was going crazy. Like they were like, oh, when Jordan scored 63, this and that. I'm like, yo, y'all gotta realize these niggas is playing against comp that's way lower than what players is playing today. Like niggas is playing equal skill. Like that's why Bird and Jordan was so above their competition, because like Gilbert says, like they was playing against cokeheads and shit. But like they playing against alcoholics and shit. Like his point with Dennis Rodman is like, yeah, you go to the club and then come back and try to guard a fucking Giannis after hanging out all night long. You know what I'm saying? Like there's too many skilled players today in today's game.
Well, if
compared to how far in between it was back then. Like, yeah, Bird could play in this game, but we got like 5-6 birds in this game right now.
Yeah, you know what?
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
the game is like
Isaiah Thomas was great, but we got like 5, 6, 7, 8 Isaiah Thomases now. All them niggas is like 5, like 6'6", 6'5" type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like you think of the great shooting guards back then. You name a couple, like them niggas couldn't even really shoot. Like you think Sidney Moncrief, Michael Ray Richardson, like
fucking Richmond,
even Dr. J, like these niggas couldn't shoot for shit.
What,
if You
But
look
Dr.
at
J was a forward,
OKC.
If
You look at
the
OKC.
game,
There's like 3-4 of them that's averaging double digits that shoot 40% just from 3-pointer.
but
But you
Dr.
know
J
what?
was a
But see-
forward.
if you look at the game
And
now,
then-
though, the game got to evolve. So it's really hard to compare the players back then to the players now. Where the game is at now, these players are supposed to be doing it because they standing on the shoulders of the players before them. You know, the kids are supposed to be more athletic. The game changes.
That was the answer right
And
there.
then
so-
you
well,
also have other. You really have, you're always going to have a few players who can transition to play today's game. Just like there's a lot of players now that wouldn't be able to stand the physicality of the game back then. They wouldn't be able to take getting hit with
But
5.
but
6, 5.
again, like he said,
You know what
what
I'm saying?
physicality? Like, of course, if you imagine Steph back then, you keep clotheslining Steph, he's going to average 50 because
But
he's
you know
going
what?
to the line every time.
But you know what? Steph is not going to go. They're going to hit Steph hard enough.
Or put it this way. Put it this way. You think Oakley would really last in the league today? You think he would even get on the floor? He ain't had no jumper. The nigga used to miss wide open layups.
Yeah,
he's just a
Okay.
big ass brute.
That's Charles
Like,
Smith.
wouldn't-
That
but
ain't-
what
Oakley
position-
wasn't Charles Smith.
And remember,
Oakley
he
wouldn't-
was only like 6'8", 6'9". What
But-
position he's playing today?
But you got
Who's
Anthony
that?
Mason and you got Larry Johnson.
Even Anthony Mason, bro. Anthony
Larry
Mason
could
was
play
a power forward back then. Imagine Anthony Mason trying to guard Giannis or Embiid or Jokic.
Well, he
He
could.
gonna get
He was
cooked.
strong
He
enough.
could.
Yeah,
I
but
think he
today,
could
today
because
we're
he was strong
that's
enough.
the thing. Today we're putting centers, putting people who would be centers. They're playing forwards.
I think
You know what I'm saying?
that Mace, because I think Mace was skilled enough defensively and he was strong enough. He could. I mean, you're not gonna stop Giannis, but you can contain him a little bit. I think he would have held his own defensively. Because remember, Ben Wallace shut down Shaq in the finals, and
Yep.
Ben Wallace is 6'8", and Mace was bigger than
I
Ben
don't know
Wallace.
about shut him down. They made it hard for him. Remember, it was Ben Wallace and Rasheed, and they still ain't stop him. You gotta remember, Shaq averaged over like 30 that series. They just made
you're
it.
not gonna.
They
You're
just
not
made
gonna
it
stop
really
him, no.
hard for him. But imagine a fucking Anthony Mason. Remember, Anthony Mason was only 6'4".
I thought he was 6'7".
Nah, that's his NBA height.
Nah, that's the NBA.
He was only 6'4".
Oh shoot.
That's
Okay.
what I'm saying. Like,
A lot of these dudes now today are not what they list. Everybody's taller than what.
no, but that's what I'm saying. But again, right? In today's game, But in today's
that?
game, who you put in Anthony Mason on? He couldn't guard a center. He couldn't guard a power forward. He couldn't guard a small forward.
Yeah,
A shooting guard is going to destroy him. Like, remember, it's not like Anthony Mason was this quick ass dude. Like he was flat footed. You know what I'm saying?
But
he had crazy handle.
He had
But
mad
again,
handles though.
for
They
his
might-
time, for his time period and the era that he played, he was good enough. You know what I'm saying?
So I would definitely say today's players are more athletic.
Yeah.
But the reason I say they're not as skilled is because they don't have the basketball IQ the players in the 80s had.
Ah, hell.
Because-
you
But
think
you gotta
so?
understand. I
I'm-
disagree because the people who are teaching these new kids are the old heads.
Bro,
Right,
today's
but-
players, you gotta remember today's players, like even the WAC players are fucking 3-tier scorers, bro. Like back then, you ain't have the type of Larry Bird wasn't grabbing a rebound, taking it coast to coast, breaking a nigga down with the dribble. Like right now, Luka is Larry Bird times 1,000. Like niggas is doing shit that niggas wasn't able to do back then.
But would you have a Luka if there wasn't a Larry Bird?
Probably not.
No, I mean,
You
of
know what I'm
course,
So-
but what niggas fail to realize, of course, you know, like you said,
The game got evolved.
evolution, everything,
Yeah.
with everything it gets bigger, better. But that's what I'm saying. It's kind of crazy to think that the 80s and 90s players is more skillful than today. Yeah, of course, maybe they not as fucking physical, but again, like who the fuck wants to
Yeah.
see motherfuckers get clothesline and fucking,
Well,
you know what I'm
the
saying?
only-
Like,
The only reason I say that is because cats nowadays, it just seems like, you know, the eye test is based on pure athleticism and not fundamentals. Because back then, the superstars were athletes and they were fundamentally sound at the same time. So when the athleticism started to fade, they could still play because the fundamentals were still there. When Larry when not Larry Bird, when Larry Johnson messed up his back, he could still play because he could still shoot.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So nowadays these cats, you know, they
nowadays all these motherfuckers could shoot.
But that's all they doing.
You're not listening to what he's saying.
That's all they doing.
Today, these kids, when they get hurt or something, they're not doing shit else. They're done.
They don't have the fundamental.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what he's saying.
Because they're more skilled. So if you hurt,
they're more athletic.
You're not gonna.
That doesn't necessarily mean more skilled.
No, they're more athletic.
Yeah, bro. Like you said, right? Larry Johnson, when he got hurt, he came to the Knicks, right?
Yeah, but
let's not overhype it. He was he was a bum on the Knicks. He was a power forward that shot too many shots. That wasn't even fucking consistent.
But you're missing what he's saying, though. He's saying he still had the skills to play. These cats nowadays
just be on the court.
Hold on, let me finish. They get hurt, and they're done. You don't see them no more. They don't come back because they got shit else to do. They don't got no other skill.
Bro,
tell me a player. Tell me a recent player that has been back from injury or who don't sit out. All these niggas do. All they do is sit out.
Bro, we watching niggas fucking. All right, we talking about Anthony Mason, right? He's 6'4". He's 6'4", 200. He was like what 220, right? You know who that is today? That's fucking Russell Westbrook, bro.
You know what they say?
Fucking triple double machine in his prime, bro. Like that's what I'm saying. Russell Westbrook is fucking Anthony Mason now with 1,000 times more skills. That's what I'm saying. So where you putting fucking Anthony Mason in today's game with very limited skill? What position he's playing?
Wait, Leo, hold on. To what Arthur was saying earlier about me having a skill set. So pretty much. When Zion loses his athleticism, he's done. He doesn't have a fundamental base to where he can just sit there and coast. Once he loses that athleticism ability, it's a wrap. Once Larry Johnson got hurt and he lost his athleticism to be able to be grandmama, he was still valuable because he had a fundamental base. He was still a valuable ticket because now he can still at least stretch the floor because he had that jump shot.
He was not that valuable, bro. We overhyping that as old heads. What value he brought to the Knicks? Them niggas ain't never like what he do.
Nah, you missing the point. Yeah, like you said, you missing the point,
bro. Zion right now. Y'all saying athleticism cool, but do y'all realize this nigga shoots damn near 60% on the field? Do you know how efficient that is?
But that's because he's athletic.
If Zion goes down, gets hurt, there is no 60% shooting. There's nothing else he could do. That's the point.
What the fuck was Larry Johnson doing?
Passing.
You still playing?
No, he was not. No, he was not. So that's what I'm saying. Like what?
Okay. So when I saw Larry Johnson in Charlotte and I saw him on the Knicks. Okay, those are my two teams back in the day. The Hornets, the original Knicks. So no, Larry Johnson was not what he was in New York as what he was in Charlotte. But he was still a threat.
He really
because he could shoot, he could pass, he could stretch the floor. He knew how to make the pass. He knew how to when to shoot. Remember the 4-point play? I know that's just one play.
Yeah, and I'm saying I'm not even a Knicks fan, and I remember this shit.
That's what y'all basing it off. That 4-point play.
Not just that one play, because he would still dunk on a dude every now and then too. You see what I'm saying? So. Technically, after he left Charlotte, he should have never played again because his back was jacked up. But he was still able to do something. No, he wasn't scoring 25 and 30, but he was still getting you between 10 and 15, which is valuable.
In today's game, too.
Right. And look at Vince.
Look. This is my point. Y'all talking on nostalgia, right? After the Hornets, 1995, 96, 97, he averaged 12 points, bro. On 50% shooting. That's decent.
I said 10 to 15. I said 10
97, 98, 15 points on 48% shooting. 1999, 12 points on 45% shooting. 1999, 2000. I think that's the year of the 4-point play. 10 points, 43% shooting. That's horrible.
Well, I said 10 to 15 points.
2000, 2001, 9 points, 41% shooting. At no point did he shoot over 35%, bro, from the 3-point line. Bro, he was a bum as a Knick. He was a bum, bro.
So you saying 48 and 4? That's
what I'm saying. Like in today's game.
In today's game, a lot of niggas is in the 30s, and they're considered great.
Bro, Zion is shooting damn near 60%, bro.
Zion, but you're not talking about that. Okay, if Zion loses his fucking athleticism, let's get to the point. If Zion
this year he's fat and out of shape and lost the step.
Oh my God.
Oh, and Westbrook is 6'3", 200, by the way.
Well, look, I'm gonna have to argue with Troy. I'm gonna have to join Troy in this one. Zion goes to the basket. That Zion does all his stuff to the basket. You don't know Zion to be a jump shooter.
He's not a jump shooter.
Neither was Larry Johnson.
No, let's think about this though. If you was shooting 48%, he wasn't making just layups, bro.
Because he couldn't go to the basket.
Look, I'm liking this energy right here. So
yeah, he was going.
I think we need to transition.
Yeah,
we need to transition. We need to talk about this one right here. Can you be considered a great rapper with no classic album?
And I'll repeat it again. Who is Jadakiss?
Top 5 dead or alive.
Come on, somebody come with a classic album.
Well, let's before we get into that.
Okay, so I'm gonna defer on this because I'm different when it comes to hip hop. I'm a conscious level fan. You know what I'm saying? I do rock with some of the street cats. So, but my perspective on hip hop is a little different because I'm on the Talib and Mos. I'm on that type of stuff.
So they rap though, right?
What's that?
They rap, right?
Hey, they rap.
But what I'm saying is I'm not. I mean, I listen to the street cats, but I'm more. My preference is the conscious level, is the conscious rap. So
yeah, but the point is,
you're telling me.
It just means
so you tell
we asking.
Okay, all right.
Considered a
so J. Rue, ain't a great rapper.
Who?
He was conscious as shit. J. Rue the Damager.
Yeah.
J. Rue the Damager.
Yeah. So yeah, definitely. So what I'm saying is Jada not in my top 5. That's all I'm saying.
I know, but I'm just saying. Okay, so we're just gonna answer the question. Can you be considered a great rapper with no classic album? Let's answer that.
I think if you have enough body of work, yes. If your discography is long enough, pause. Because if Corey's out there, he's listening. I got to put that pause out there for him. But if your body of work is long enough and you've been in the game contributing to hip hop in a good manner, in a good fashion, you're a good representative of hip hop, then yes, you can definitely be considered a great rapper. You know, because I think there's a lot of rappers out there that probably come off on other people's songs better than they do their own songs.
Yeah, because another one, who is Andre 3000?
Yeah, that's exactly who I was thinking about.
So, I mean, but he does have some. I mean, don't you think Outkast has some classic albums?
No, but him, a great rapper, not rappers, not duos. Rapper.
I mean that counts though. That counts
for me.
I think that counts.
Because I mean, if you look at Mobb Deep, I think both Prodigy and Havoc are dope rappers.
Yeah, but Prodigy has solo albums.
But even if Prodigy didn't have solo albums, I can still consider him one of the greats.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I agree.
Like he a great rapper.
Inspector Deck.
But we missing the. But okay.
No, go ahead, Troy. Go ahead.
No, go ahead, Troy.
I'm just trying to say the questions with no classic albums. So we're trying to talk about these dudes. So you're gonna say
Inspector Deck. He ain't got no classic albums. He's dope as fuck.
Yeah, he's dope, but is he?
He's a great rapper. That nigga's a great rapper, bro.
So how
we putting great? Lyrically, you don't think he's great?
No,
yeah, I do.
I mean, he gets on.
Yeah, I like that.
Thing. But like, what are we setting as great right now? Should we talking about like top dudes that's like known, or just dudes that we think is nice? This
is what I consider great, right? You get on that right nowadays. Nobody's popping in a CD and nothing like that. You can't do that no more, right? So you either go on the Spotify, Apple Play, whatever, right? You make your playlist. Right? catalog.
Right.
There's a lot of niggas that got a big ass catalog. You can't specify one album that's dope, but collectively, their fucking catalog is crazy.
Of course.
Like, I'll be real with you.
Fabulous is one of them niggas. Exactly. Fabulous.
Yeah, I'm not gonna like. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Classic album, dude.
I know a lot of people.
All his work together, that nigga got a crazy ass catalog.
Like, I don't listen to J. Cole albums, but his singles be fire though. To be real with you.
Yo, you gotta listen to his albums though. I'm telling you.
I mean, I know his albums be tough.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? But me personally, his singles be fire.
Yeah. His albums be like that too, though. If you listen to him.
Shit. Busta Rhymes catalog is crazy, but all his albums is whack.
Yeah.
But he got a crazy catalog.
I don't know. I was rocking with the what's that shit? Part 1 of the Element, whatever the fuck shit.
Extension level.
Yeah, the last extinct. Dang it, I can't even say it either. I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
I like Part 1. I like the first joint back in the day. I was bumping that shit.
What's that dude? What's his name? Would y'all consider Killer Mike a great rapper?
I don't really listen to Killer Mike.
I don't really listen to Killer Mike, man. I don't.
Listen, his last album, I ain't gonna lie, it was fire.
I heard that's a classic. His last album.
That last album was
Michael shit.
I recommend people listen to it real fast.
But you know who's a dope rapper and nobody plays this, nobody really talks about. Do y'all ever heard of Fonte?
Yeah, Fonte, Little Brother. Yep.
What? Them Little Brother albums? Y'all got
man.
Minstrel Show, all them shits.
Yo, them joints. Yes. Yes.
You know what I mean? I even got the foreign exchange shits. All them joints. Yo, y'all gotta really pump them. Y'all gotta pay them joints.
When CDs were out, I got every last one of them joints.
They
came up to DC. They came up to DC. This 10 plus years ago, and rocked out, man. I'm telling you.
Tragedy Gaddafi, a fucking legend. He ain't got no classic albums,
none whatsoever.
But that nigga
he got classic songs, mad classic songs, but no albums, yo.
Killer Priest.
Killer Priest is dope. I can't listen to a whole album though, but he's dope.
Somebody said Redman, but Redman got a couple classic albums though. So
yeah, he do. Cause that
Redman got he got a classic or two.
Yeah, it was.
Definitely do. But yo,
so let me ask you this. Since we're talking about rappers, right? Let me throw a monkey wrench in the system real quick. Why is M getting so much vitriol, but Third Base and the Beastie Boys did not get as much vitriol, and they're nowhere near as skilled as
M? I ain't really fuck with Third Base. I ain't really like Third Base. I ain't
really rock with Third Base.
Damn.
I ain't even gonna hold you.
Yeah.
I ain't really fuck with them.
Well, never mind.
You ain't fuck with a nigga in the cane in the seat on
Pete Nice.
That was
yo.
Listen, I knew about Third Base, but I just didn't buy that. It didn't appeal to me. They didn't look like me. They didn't represent what I look like, so I really didn't listen to it. And my early stages of hip hop, I'm fortunate to have an older brother and an older sister.
Yeah.
I had all the good old school albums. I could just jack from them because that's what they was listening to. They really didn't listen to the Beast to Third Base or nothing like that.
I ain't fuck with Beastie Boys either, but they do got a couple of tracks that's kind of hard that I like.
Now I'm a little bit more on the Beastie Boys because I used to listen to them a little bit when I found my own little genre of hip hop and stuff like that because I just thought they were just funny. You know what I'm saying? I thought they were some cool, funny hip hop kids.
Right. I mean, I didn't listen to them like that either. I'm just posing the question because it just seems like dude is only getting so much hate. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I've never popped in an Eminem CD or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna knock this dude's skill level. And I'm not gonna say he's not great simply because he's white. I'm just not gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? It just seems like if he was a brother then there wouldn't be so much vitriol. You see what I'm saying?
Nah, he definitely gets the white privilege on why he's so nice and all that. I can't even hold you because I checked that shit out and like literally all his albums went 9 times platinum. But I don't know one nigga that's ever I went to their crib or whatever and they had some M bumping ever. But over 9 million niggas brought each and every one of his albums. I've heard a couple. I've heard like his first 3 and.
I'm not gonna lie. I listen to his albums. I ain't gonna lie. I listen to probably all of them except for I'm gonna say later recent ones as we got older in years. But when hip hop was in our culture, when we was listening to it, like popping in CDs and stuff like that, I definitely listened to his albums. I guess it was just entertaining. It was something new. It was something different. I guess it's just cool to hate. You know what I'm saying? You need something to hate. You need somebody to be anti. A lot of his music, to be honest with you, wasn't for us. No, he didn't rap about things that, like his cadence and his flow and his pattern was kind of dope.
Yeah, well, no, I agree with that. I definitely
got to give him credit.
It's not something that we, can rock with most of the time. I agree with that.
He could definitely rap. I don't think nobody debates that the nigga got skills. Yeah. It's just the shit he be rapping about is just it's not my cup of tea.
And I think that's where a lot of hate comes from.
When I listen to the Dre album, what's that song that
nowadays everybody got something to say, but they don't.
Nah, not that one. There's a song where Dre Exhibit. That shit is so hard, and then M come on and he fucks the whole song up. Like, that song is so fucking dope. That M part come on and he kills the whole like. It don't. It's like I don't get it. I don't get it.
Man, I'm not gonna lie. I do like that song he got with.
What's the difference between me and you? That shit. That song is so hard.
So let me.
Then when his part come on, he kills the whole fucking song.
So let me ask you, Leo. Do you like that song that he got with
ass voice and shit?
Yeah, it kills the whole vibe of the song. Like I'm like, yo, what the fuck?
But did he? But did he got with D Block?
What?
No, that song with D Block, I can't front. He destroyed D Block on that.
So what about the one with G from? Welcome to D Block. Welcome to D Block.
That D Block, the mighty D Block. Yeah, I don't know how that shit go, but he got busy on that shit. No, not that shit, not that anthem shit.
Everywhere we go.
No, he wasn't on that shit.
Nah, he wasn't on that. So what about Renegade though?
Renegade was dope. I think niggas. I don't think he beat, and I don't even like Jay like that, but he ain't had the better verse than Jay. Him and Jay is talking about the same shit, and I think Jay, how he talked about it, was better.
I don't know. It's kind of like a tie because I mean he went.
He was just riding the beat, like his flow was dope, but I don't think. But that track is dope though.
So what about the one he did with whatchamacallit, with G Unit? I'm a Soldier.
I don't even remember that.
I don't remember. Yeah, I don't remember.
Yeah, same thing. I think he kills the song. Like that, you know what I'm saying? Like there's a vibe, and then his fucking like get the fuck out of here. Like I'm good. Like there's so many songs that he's on that's dope as fuck.
Yes,
and then his part come on, and then I gotta turn it off. Because he kills the whole vibe, especially that Dre shit. What's the difference between me and you? Like that song is so fucking crazy. When his part come up, it went from a classic to a very dope song once his part come on.
What about the joint he did with 50 when it was coming at when it was 50? It was him. It was 50. It was Buster. It was Bust. They were going at Ja Rule.
That was dope. He got busy on that shit. I like that shit. But that's what I'm saying. That whole song was like, that was the vibe, like on some retarded, we getting at you, not threatening, but on some goofy, let's get at this nigga shit. That was dope.
Definitely right, man. It's the content that most people don't like, but he's a great lyricist. You definitely got to give him credit. You know how to put it.
No, we said that. We said that. You can't take that away from him.
Yeah,
nobody disputes that. Like nobody in hip hop disputes that M to spit. Like that's if you say that, you hate him. Like there's no disputing that he could spit, but I think that he gets to a different level because white privilege. Because like you said, it's different. I mean, it's really not different because we have a black Eminem. It's called Redman.
Listen,
he don't get his just due.
And it's also called Tretch.
And that's
let's not forget Tretch too.
That's what I'm saying. He'll tell you himself. He's inspired. He gets his style from them dudes.
He'll tell you Reggie Noble and Tretch. You know what I'm saying? Like those are his legends right there.
I don't know about Tretch though, but yeah, right.
Nah, Tretch is nasty.
Tretch can get nasty when he wants to.
But
go listen to them old Naughty by Nature albums. Tretch is lyrically,
I'm just not.
It's
Uptown Anthem is my shit.
The only thing about Tretch is we ain't know which way you coming. Are you coming pop? You coming street? Which way you coming? You know.
Yeah, Tretch is bipolar than a motherfucker. But yeah, it depends on what vibe. There's certain vibes I like about Tretch, and then there's other shit I'm like, I'm good.
Like Goonie Goo Goo or some bullshit.
Yo, not to hold anything up. Arthur, man, we need to talk about what you got going on, my brother. You know, some of y'all may not know, man. Arthur does have a YouTube channel. He does get busy with the basement workouts and stuff like that. So we're gonna show a quick little video of what he got going on. He's gonna let us know where we can find him at and what inspired him to start making his videos. Hold on, get everything set up for the peoples.
We're coming to you live from the basement. Wanted to address this issue really quickly about the Smith machine. I'm seeing a lot of negative videos about the Smith machine. It's this and it's that and it's this and it's that. You can't build muscle, you can't build strength with the Smith machine. Well, I beg to differ. Depending on what your goal is, the Smith machine can be very beneficial. I started using the Smith machine religiously about 10 years ago when I was recovering from my spinal neck surgery where my right arm was partially paralyzed. When I got back to the gym, I knew I wanted to bench press, but I couldn't do the free weights because, hey, my right arm wasn't working right. So the Smith machine allowed me to compensate for the weakness that I had in my right arm, and eventually my right arm did catch up. So if you want to get super big and super bulky, no, the Smith machine will not work for you. But if you just want to keep moving the weight and keep isolating that muscle, use the Smith machine. I use it for bench press, squats, and sometimes even deadlifts. Use the Smith machine. Peace.
What the fuck you had? What was that shit in your arms connected?
Yo, I was just about to ask him that. Yo, no lie. Like, yo, what you got over there, son? You got the RoboCop 3000?
Nah, so I had some elbow wraps on because you go super heavy, it'll mess up the cartilage in your elbows. So you wrap your elbows and keep the same thing when you squat. You know what I'm saying? You wrap your knees up, you keep the cartilage and keep your joints from locking up and keep you from tearing the cartilage up. And the black thing that I had going across my chest is called a slingshot because I don't have no spotter. So the slingshot is like a spotter. So when you hit your chest, it's a rubber band. So when you bring it down, boom, it snaps up. Boom, snaps up. So that's what that was.
That machine is also good if you don't have a damn spotter.
Yeah, that's why I had the machine, because I had 275 on there. Yeah, you're right, Sho. It stabilizes the small muscles as well. So I started using the Smith, like I said, because I broke my neck, basically, man. I had to have neck surgery. And before I broke my neck, I was doing bench press on the free weights. And so when my arm was paralyzed, when I went back, I couldn't use it right. So I had to use the Smith to keep it stable. As you can see, it's still a little wobbly on the right, but I'm able to get it up. And then, so about 5 years ago, when my wife was pregnant with my son, she's like, well, you can't be in the gym for 2 hours a night, every night. And I said, well, I'm not going to stop working out. So I got to figure something out. So I just started buying a whole bunch of equipment to put in the basement. And so I still get it in an hour and a half, 2 hours, but I'm home. So it's a difference. So that's all. I've been certified as a personal trainer a couple of times. And, my whole approach is just basic movement, keep moving. The weight loss, the muscle gain, depending on what you're doing, that's an aesthetic value. The most important value to any exercise is what's going on internally. You know what I'm saying? Is your blood pressure regulated? Is your heart rate regulated? You know what I'm saying? Is your sugar levels regulated? What's your oxygen level like? So that's what I mainly focus on. It just so happens the muscles, that's the aesthetic value. That's a byproduct of the movement. So, and that's my main goal. And also to do it in a basement, started doing it in a basement, and I started the YouTube channel to show people You don't have to go to the gym to get in shape.
Yeah.
You don't have to go to the gym to stay in shape. If you don't have time to go to the gym, you know, all it really takes is 30 minutes a day. I'm just a gym rat, so I'm in there hour and a half, 2 hours a night.
So
that's what I do.
What are some basic workouts somebody can start off with? You know, like you said, you don't need to got to go to the gym. You get, you know what I'm saying, you getting your money in your basement. Let's say somebody lives in an apartment, somebody got a small space, they got a studio. What's something that they could do that they could get busy with, man? What do you suggest?
Push-ups. You know, you can do push-ups on the floor. You can do the modified push-ups. You know, if you can't do regular push-ups, if you get bored with regular push-ups, you can do elevated push-ups.
Wait, time out. Hold on. Modified push-ups, you mean with your knees to the floor? Don't be telling grown-ass men to be doing no girl push-ups, nigga. Y'all niggas better be doing some full men push-ups, motherfuckers. God damn.
This is the case, so you know I was waiting for Leo to
you
say
gotta
something.
start. Listen, every grown man can't do a push-up.
Listen,
fact.
Yes. I'd rather a nigga do one push-up than do that modified shit. Grown-ass niggas, do not put your knees on the floor and do no motherfucking push-up. Don't, man, listen.
Listen, some can't do it, man. I'm telling you. I feel you. So you're right. That's another one.
That's the Mike Tyson shit, right? The wall push-ups?
No.
Those work.
No. You talking about something different.
That's the push-up, and then like you got your feet to the wall, and like, you know what I'm saying?
That's the wall, and you push. That's
okay, got you.
On the wall. So, you talking about putting your feet on the wall?
No, he talking about me. That he's saying no to me.
No, he's saying no
okay,
to
okay.
I thought the wall push-up was the Mike Tyson shit. All right.
No. So and then
Leo, I'm asking Arthur about some push-ups because you know we all over 40 around here. You trying to get somebody to blow their kneecap and they slip a disc in their spine and can't go to work tomorrow. We're talking about movement, mobility. Listen,
that's what I'm saying. A 40-year-old girl. Listen, bro. I started at when we started that push-up challenge last year, right?
Woo. Yeah.
I started. I did 3. Was sore as fuck for a week. Now I'm at 50 clip. I do 10 every day. 50 clips.
Yeah, you know what? I think we need to start.
So I'd rather a nigga start with 2 or 3 than do them fucking female your knees on the floor push-up shits. Don't do that, bro. We some grown ass men. Use that grown man strength and start with 2 and then work from there. Don't put your fucking knees on.
Hold on. Then check this. You can put your feet on the couch, right, and do decline push-ups too, in case you get bored with the regular push-ups. If you get to the point where you're doing 50 and 60 a clip, and you're not getting a pump. Thank you, Show. Thank you.
I mean that goes without saying. If you fucked up in the game, then do what you got to do.
That's what I'm talking about.
Well, what you just said though, because I think I'm at that point. When you're doing 50, 60 a clip and you feel like it's nothing, what you said?
Put your feet on a chair or a couch and do them that way.
I think that's what I gotta start doing because I'm busting 50 out like nothing, nigga. I be feeling like the Terminator.
We living in an era where if it's not on video, we don't believe you.
Nigga, I do. When we done, nigga, I show you, nigga. I can do 100 clip right now, nigga.
Put it out there. We're gonna have the man cave push-up challenge, yo. Fellas, we gotta do our push-ups out here.
I'm hyped because remember last year, nigga, I was struggling like a motherfucker to get 5. So I'm popping shit right now, nigga. I do 50 clips like water, nigga. What?
Let me tell y'all how I ain't shit. I got this AAU team, right? So I had them running and shit yesterday. So we had to do the suicide, do push-ups, right? And I start busting out laughing with their fucking parents and because these niggas is humping the floor. I'm like, bro, what are you doing? And his mom's in they laughing too. I was like, yo, thank God they laughing because I couldn't hold it in, bro. I was like, yo.
I'm not going front. That is one of the things I love about coaching when you ask kids to do something. They really think they doing a push-up and they not doing a push-up at all. Man, it'd be hilarious.
I couldn't hold it, man. I was like, yo, this dude was just grinding on the floor and shit. I'm like, yo, bro, what are you doing?
So I know you mentioned that you said you've been certified as a trainer a few times. I just want to put out there, you didn't lose the knowledge, so you always going to be a personal trainer. You just ain't got the certificate by the state or somebody else. You already got the knowledge. Once you get certified, you certified for life, bro.
Appreciate that. Receive that.
Is there any way somebody could reach out to you? You know what I'm saying? Besides your YouTube channel, do you got a Instagram page, anything like that?
Yeah, my Instagram.
If you got questions.
My Instagram is Basement Workouts. I also got a Facebook page, Basement Workouts, on Facebook too. So, and you reach out to me there.
Listen, hit the Brody up, man. You heard him. He's I'm not gonna say a former certified personal trainer. I'm just gonna say he's a personal trainer. You know what I'm saying? You saw him over there busting down the chicken. It looked like he had chicken and broccoli over there with the rice or something like that. I don't know. I'm just hungry. I'm greedy, so that's why in my mind that's what it was. You know what I'm saying? Maybe the chef over there, he could tell us what it is. You know, he got a good eye for the food. And
look,
stuff.
I'm gonna keep it real. This is pork chops, man. It's pork chops and broccoli.
Right.
Okay. You know, we still gonna stick with that. It was chicken. We're not gonna put out the pork. No pork on your fork, y'all. Leave the pork alone unless it's bacon.
Listen. I'm Spanish Caribbean, bro. I got it. I'm gonna eat the
swine divine.
Listen. I'm Panamanian, bro. So you know what I'm saying. But no, I say everything in moderation. You know what I'm saying. I mean, if you don't eat pork, that's your choice, man. You know, I'm not gonna tell you that it's bad for. I mean, I know what the science says, but
listen, everything is bad for you nowadays.
You know what I'm saying? Water bad for you. You know,
yeah.
Like
breathing is bad for us, man. With all the toxic chemicals that be out there, man. Listen,
niggas is 40. We can't eat everything now. It's hard as fuck to get rid of this Homer Simpson belly.
Yeah, I mean everything. I say my whole take on that is everything in moderation. Now, if you got high blood pressure and all that other stuff, you don't need to be eating pork or nothing. You know what I'm saying? I'll say that. Because I know a lot of cats don't eat beef. I know a cat that don't eat beef, but he eat pork. Like, that don't make sense to me.
None whatsoever.
But
none whatsoever, yo.
It is what it is.
But yo, getting back to the flow of things, man. You know, there's a young boy out right now, man. SGA that's out there getting busy, yo. You know what I'm saying? So the question is, yo, is SGA being in OKC hurting his superstar status? You know what I'm saying? Is he really a top 3 guard currently in the NBA? What are y'all thoughts, man? What y'all think about that?
Why would it be hurting his superstar status?
Because he in OKC. I think if he was in another team, he'd be in the MVP race right now.
But this is what I'm saying. This is what I mean about systems and shit. Like right now, he flourishing because he's probably in the right system. If he was on another team,
no. I don't mean like not him being on another team. Just ain't nobody watching no fucking OKC games, so they not getting. You know, that's what I mean. Like nobody's getting to see him get busy.
He got more exposure.
But that's another thing. That's another thing that we do. We categorize ourselves. So we're all, most of us, we're in New York or whatever. So we claim we don't see them, but there's a whole shitload of people that watch him.
I don't know who the kid is, but I'll say this.
I'm just saying.
Hold on, I'm gonna show you. I got a quick video of him.
Like I'm forced to know people from New York Knicks. I got no choice.
And you ain't even a Knicks fan.
I'm not even a Knicks fan, but I have to
because we basketball connoisseurs. But that's what I'm saying. For a casual, they don't know who SGA is.
Here go the young boy right here. Here's a little quick video.
He's smooth too.
How tall is he?
He's 6'6".
He looked taller than 6'6".
Point guard.
What's up with the one tight? Oh, that damn Euro step. I hate that. Damn.
Yo, you're not the only one. I respect it.
Son is a beast. He getting busy out there in OKC. Got them young balling.
Well, I'll say this. Did we know who Steph was when he first came in the league and he was at Golden State?
Yeah.
Did we really know who Steph was?
Nah, we didn't.
Nah.
So if he stays at OKC and he continues to ball out and leads him to a couple finals or maybe even a championship, then that elevated superstar status.
Exactly, because the same way when OKC had Kevin Durant in them, then they built something. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Even the NBA media, it ain't even behind this. Now remember, they was behind KD and Durant. They was behind LeBron. Like they was giving them that push. Like the NBA media don't even be talking about this nigga.
Because I think, you know what? I think it has to do with he's you know how some people just have that like that it factor, like, you know what I'm saying? Like he's not the type to just be all in the cameras and shit like that. You know
And that's what I'm saying. Like there wasn't no big talk about him coming out of college. Like he ain't with the hottest girl out right now, no shit like that. So it's like he's quietly fucking doing MVP things over there. But ain't nobody even paying attention to that nigga.
Yeah. But the like you said, the NBA heads are though. They shot him out.
So the question is though, like you said, Troy, that was something real interesting. If he plays in another system, will he have the same dynamic? Will he have the same, impact on the game? Because playing for a particular coach or playing within a certain system is also going to help you shine.
And leads me to say, who is Darren Williams?
Okay. All right, talk your talk.
Y'all remember what happened when he left Utah, right?
Yeah.
Same nigga. Now he a UFC nigga.
He was steroid up like a motherfucker.
I wasn't ready for it, man. I got the green tea right here. You about to have
Oh man.
I'm just saying, y'all know how it goes.
The fuck up.
like
tonight, like tonight, I want to see how RJ does against the Lakers, because then that's going to show you, it's the system. Sometimes it's just that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Getting the opportunity.
Yeah, everybody's skill set doesn't translate for every coach.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I get what y'all saying, but like if he was doing exactly what he's doing and he was on Chicago or fucking, you know what I'm saying, just like on a better team, I think he'll be getting more credit than he does.
I think you mean a bigger market team.
If he was doing the same,
exactly.
If he was in a bigger market,
thing he's doing now though, he got to still be balling like he is now to get that.
I mean, he been doing what he's doing now for the past 3 years. That's my point.
Right,
like
he's just in a smaller market though. That's the problem.
But he left the team. Remember, you forgot he was a Clipper.
He was what?
He was a Clipper.
Yeah. But
he got traded early though. Like his second year, he got traded.
Like,
yeah,
who I think career would be done if Mark Jackson, if Mark Jackson ever got to the Warriors, there'd be no Steph. You know that, right?
Why'd you say that? He was calling that backcourt the greatest backcourt he ever seen before we saw it.
No,
what you say?
Mark Jackson gave them the shot though. I don't think if Steph got traded, because remember Steph was gonna get traded.
If Steph got traded, got you.
Yeah,
Mark Jackson built that team.
If Mark Jackson didn't show up and Steph got traded, there's no Steph, bro.
Yeah.
I got you. Yeah.
There's no doubt. Mark Jackson built that team. Mark Jackson is the engineer behind that team.
Mark Jackson saved Steph's career, in my opinion.
That's valid. That's valid.
He did more than just create a team. He saved.
He built that whole culture.
Yeah, he did.
Like we was looking at him crazy when he was like, "Yo, this is the greatest shooting backcourt ever," and we was like, "This nigga's bugging."
He like, yeah, he wild.
Coach bias like a motherfucker.
Listen, the year before that, that's when Curry was getting dropped left and right trying to play defense. All he kept doing was sliding on the floor.
Yeah,
that's because his ankle. He ain't had no ankles, man.
Yeah,
none.
We could go even further. We can even further to say that if it wasn't for Mark Jackson, the NBA wouldn't even be the way it is today, because he let Curry and Clay loose to shoot threes, and then that created a whole fucking culture that is the NBA today.
Nah, that's a true story.
Yeah, he was seeing shit in practice, and he was like, "Oh my god,
this
look at the shit I got here."
Yeah, and now everybody does it. Sometimes you watch a basketball game, niggas take more threes than twos.
Again, that's how the game evolved. That's how the game has changed, man.
Niggas that have a fast break, stop and go back to the 3-point line.
Like, bro, you don't go to the rack. Like, what
Not
are you
at
doing?
all.
Bro,
I have to argue with my son all the time. Like, we in practice, and I'm like, bro, you don't always have to shoot a three.
God,
that's Curry, nigga.
Crazy.
It's crazy. Yo, in games, I see my son, he get the ball, he's dribbling, he had the whole layup. My man stopped, and did a step back three. I'm like,
nigga did a Euro backwards.
The shit went in, but I'm still like.
Now listen, I'd be like, please sub, sit down, boy. I'm glad you made it.
That shit fucked my whole head up when I first seen that for the first time. This nigga did a backwards Euro. I was like, what the fuck? Where the travel at?
Yo, the first time I saw that was on Coach Carter when Cruz stepped back and did. I was like, what the? I was like, Coach, what are you doing?
Cruz was ahead of his time.
Listen, how about real life story, man? Championship game, we down by 1 point. We on a fast break, yo. My homie, I ain't gonna front. He was a Steph Curry before we knew what a Steph Curry was. You know, we about 16 years old. You know what I'm saying? Youngins playing some South Queens tournament. Yeah, we down by 1 point, kid. We run a fast break. I'm out. I'm all the way ghost. All he had to do was just drop me the ball. Just bam, one pass. I laid up. Game is over. We win. Yeah. My Brody shot a 3. Now, if it goes in, it's golden. His jump shot is valid. It's good. Yeah, he missed that one, man. We lost by 1 point, yo. Damn. Yeah, we were definitely hurt.
I ain't mad at that if that's a part of your game.
See,
but if you ain't a 3-point shooter, man, nigga, stop shooting.
I'm not gonna hold you. It was a part of his game, so a part of me wasn't mad because I understand because that's what you do.
That's bad coaching. That's bad. Ain't know what the fuck you do. If you can't shoot threes, nigga, take your ass to the basket.
I don't care if you can shoot a 3. If you all you need is one, and you got an open layup. If you don't go to the lane, because even Steph misses every now and then. You see what I'm saying? Go to the rack.
Yeah.
Get the old-fashioned 3-point play, right?
You know what I'm saying? Like,
listen. We definitely had a conversation about it. I was upset. I ain't talked to him for about a whole week after that.
Just the week.
It was a show.
That show.
He said, they would rather shoot a 3, than they're afraid of the contact.
But there ain't no contact in today's game. You breathe on the dude, it's a foul.
Nah, don't do it. I'm not gonna let y'all do that to my man Ja. He just banged it on a 7'4" nigga off the vertical 2 feet. Don't play with me.
So let's talk about
Toy's shoulder.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Shoulder.
Look at that.
Word, and tore his shoulder. That's why they shooting 3s.
Now we lost him for the whole season.
Listen, they need to start drinking more milk in the NBA, man.
Don't do dairy. So we talking about food. Don't do dairy. Dairy bad for you. But
I know it builds up that mucus.
But but there's a time and place to go to the rack. You know what I'm saying? You got to pick and choose your spots. That's all I'm saying. You got to pick and choose your spots, and then and if you go into the rack and a big man crash, you got to learn how to stop and pop and shoot that pull up like Kevin Johnson used to do.
Yeah,
just open your goddamn eyes and pass the ball.
You stay off the way.
But I can't front though, yo. Every year the NBA season gets me tight because I'm like, I want to see all these niggas together play, and it should never work out. Never work out. The Suns, I was like, I want to see them. Yeah, I want to see how they work out. Nigga, Bill don't fucking play. Nobody plays. Same shit with the Brooklyn Nets. The 5 niggas ain't playing. You know what I mean? And then now we just lost Ja again, so now we don't get to see that shit. You know what I mean?
We got the Clippers. We got the Clippers.
I'm waiting. I'm telling you, it's gonna happen.
If you think that's bad, beat the Lakers.
Something bad gonna happen to the Clippers soon because it always do.
Don't put that energy out there, Troy.
The
Clippers is gonna be all right.
I agree with Troy though. He's right.
I don't have to.
Because
it always happens.
Because that's how it happens. They be out there and it ain't enough running, and then all of a sudden one of them get on. Is it a break? Do they try to, you know what I'm saying? No, they even stopping on dimes and niggas coming up with plantar fasciitis and shit. Oh, I'm hurt. There's always something wrong with them. I'm with Troy on that one. They always coming up late.
I'm gonna say this, man, and I'm a little biased because I was a football player in high school and college. Ball players nowadays are a little soft, man.
Oh, they are. I agree.
I mean, they soft as cotton, dude. Like, dude, I had 10 tackles on the sprained ankle in high school.
I mean, you gotta remember though, today's players, their bodies is doing shit your body is not allowed to do. Like, that's why fucking Derrick Rose blew out his knee. Like, you're not supposed to be running as fast as these niggas run, stop on the dime, and be able to jump out the gym, and then you landing on you like that shit. Your body ain't supposed to be doing shit like that.
Wait, and it's also a lot of poor body
like, management. These niggas be going left and then dropping the dime, crack you and go right. Like, your body ain't supposed to be twerking and doing shit that these niggas be doing. Like, that's why these niggas be.
They moving too fast.
That's why with no contact, they knees just start buckling and they ankles just because your body ain't supposed to be doing shit like that.
Yeah, well, it's
especially
sad.
Zion. This nigga's 6'6", almost 400 pounds, and got like a 42-inch vertebrae. Like, that's not normal, bro.
That's why
like, your body can't fucking take shit. Like, his knees are probably like car shocks every time he lands after fucking just a layup, bro.
I guarantee you, if he loses some weight, it'll be a lot better for his knees.
Yeah, if he lose weight, he need to lose some weight.
A lot of times, Leo, even though we know our bodies are not supposed to be moving this way, these guys are trained athletes. A lot of them have God-given abilities that they can afford to do that.
Well, your body's just not even
training.
Even the right
recover.
Look in the Olympics, right? When these niggas do the 100-yard dash and all of that, or even right when they run and then they get past the thing, you don't notice they keep running for a little minute because when you running that fast, you're not supposed to stop like that, bro. Like, that shit is fucking up all your insides of your knees, your ankle. Like, you're not supposed to be stopping like that, bro. Like, you just not supposed to do that, bro.
They is not running as fast as the Olympic athlete on a 100-yard dash. They running fast, but not that fast.
That's why after they pass the finish line, they let them niggas run another 20, 30 yards because naturally you're supposed to slow down. Exactly. Your body's not supposed to stop on the dime like that, bro. Like, your body's not built for shit like that.
What I think also the overtraining. Your body got to rest, man.
I think that's what a lot of it is. They don't get enough rest. I think too many of them play too much basketball.
Yeah,
and that's why you get they get a lot of compound fractures and stuff like that. They get a lot of micro injuries. And
playing in them low top ass Pumas and shit.
They don't give them enough time.
Yeah, what's up with that?
They don't give them enough time to heal, and then it turned into a big injury.
Kobe started that shit, bro.
Who hoops in low tops? I had never.
I would be scared to death playing ball in some low top.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I played in the first time I played in a pair of Kobe's, I was kind of scared, but they felt comfortable.
I heard they comfortable than a motherfucker, but I don't trust it.
I didn't trust it at first.
I would be waiting for my ankles to run out my kicks.
I thought I was going to twist my ankle. I thought my ankle was going to start rolling down the block, and when I stopped, but it has real good ankle support, believe it or not. Like, I don't know how they do it, what the dynamic is, what the science is behind it, but I'm not speaking for all of them. I'm only speaking for about the Kobe's. All right.
You talking about the Nike Kobe's or the Adidas Kobe's?
Now, the Adidas Kobe's was probably the best basketball sneakers.
Yeah, wasn't those high tops? I think the Adidas
high tops. And in my opinion, those were the best sneakers ever made for basketball. Second comes the Allen Iversons. Those were the other
tops, but they take the ankles. That's what we did. That's what I used to do. I take my ankles when I play football, but that's
why Kobe went down.
Kobe went down because it was just probably wear and tear, man.
Kobe his body just broke down. That
was just wear and tear.
The other niggas that wore the Kobe's,
and he ain't take his body's hint. That nigga fucking tore his Achilles talking about I gotta shoot these free throws. No, nigga, you need to go to the hospital, nigga.
Nah, you got to create some legendary stats.
That's why he never came back the same, because that nigga, his body was like, yo, we done. He's like, no, we not. Mamba mentality. That's why that nigga was never the same again.
Played with a broken finger for the whole season just because he ain't
for the whole season.
His whole
shooting like 30%. Talking about I got this.
That goes into what I want to say now. Now these players take off so much. It's like, imagine you spending mad money on tickets with your son or whatever to go see this play, just to watch these niggas sit for nothing.
Well, see, I think that's the reason why the NBA created that.
Most
that
of the Knicks are
in-season-
wearing the new Kobe's.
That in-season tournament.
Or that
No,
BS
it don't matter. You know whose fault this is? This whole resting bullshit is?
LeBron.
Y'all gotta know. Who?
Bron. It's LeBron.
Bron? Nah. It ain't
Who?
Bron.
It ain't Bron. Who is?
Coach Pop.
Yep,
The
low
Spurs
management
started
with
that shit.
He
with
definitely
Tim
was
Dun-
the architect of that
He was
shit.
sitting
Yeah.
down Tim Duncan, Ginobili.
Yeah.
Ain't
Dan
nobody
Parker.
say nothing.
Nobody
He
said nothing. Nobody
Oh no,
said
they were
nothing.
saying something, and he just kept it gangster, like, "Yo, I'm sitting my players
But
down."
nobody, it didn't really get crazy, and nobody really said anything until Bron started doing that shit.
But to his defense, it worked because them niggas was balling out come playoff time. Them old ass
Yeah.
motherfuckers.
They was
You know
old.
why?
That's what I was gonna
Now,
say.
you
They
know
was
why it
old,
worked?
man.
Now you really want to know why it worked? Because he's a good coach, and it didn't matter if he was number 1 or number 12. He could plug and play in the system.
And
So
none of them niggas was jumping out the gym
So
anyway.
I can have Duncan sit out.
Ginobili or Parker, so
Yeah, nah, because you know what it is. I can have
Ginobili was
Duncan.
jumping.
I can have Duncan sit out, and I can put in my third string center, and he knows the system. He's just gonna play within the system. You know what I'm saying? And once you know the system, you
that was
good.
still whack because, like, you know, niggas pay money to see these people.
Oh,
man.
I'm not agreeing with it. It was
Yo,
just
I
I'm
watched
just talking about-
Kawhi. It's so crazy is that I was watching a Clipper game, right? And Kawhi was doing his thing, and he fell down. I knew he wasn't coming back the next couple games.
I don't
And guess
know if
what?
Ginobili was athletic. He just
And
might have
guess
been
what happened?
creative.
Nigga never came back for like 3 games. You know what I'm saying? It's predictable, bro.
True indeed. True indeed.
Now Ginobili was definitely athletic, but once that athleticism gone, that nigga wasn't leaving the floor of shit. Is still effective than a motherfucker.
Because he could shoot. That's my point to my earlier
That nigga
point.
was smart. That nigga was a baller.
To my
Yeah.
earlier
was
point.
a baller.
Before we
The fundamentals.
we got about
I mean,
2 more.
Ginobili was. I mean, he's not no '80s player. He's the new blood.
Definitely not.
He part of the
He's
new
not-
blood.
He was
part of
he was
new
very-
generation.
he was-
Wait. It's the part of, I mean, he in the 90s.
Yeah,
He wasn't no '90s. It's like
No,
2000s.
Ginobili 90s.
90s,
Nah,
early 2000s, all that
He's
shit.
late. He's late.
That's
90s.
new blood, bro.
Late
That's
90s,
all the
early
new
2000s.
blood.
New blood is
Hey,
2000.
that nigga old. No,
Nah, that's new blood, man.
Yeah.
Nah,
He
Ginobili
ain't
not
new.
new blood, man. New blood is
He
what?
ain't new.
What you say?
Yo.
2010 and up.
Yeah,
That's new
that's new
blood.
blood.
That nigga was playing ball since he was like 14 years old, like Luka. Them European
league. I'm
niggas
talking
play
about
that.
the
That's
league.
that
Yeah.
new blood shit.
No.
Yeah, quick question, fellas. Switch up the topic real fast, man. I need to ask y'all, man. What was your man thinking about right here, yo?
Oh damn. Yo, you ain't got to play the clip. I already know.
Yo, you know,
Wait,
Nah,
no,
good
it get
too,
better. Yo, watch my man in the back in the black jacket.
That was a good ass dive.
Look, watch my man in the black jacket. Here he comes.
Yo,
Get
he
ready.
got
He cleared that whole
Let's keep
table.
it going. All
Dude
those
look like
targets.
he's trying to block a field goal or something, man.
Nah.
Like,
if you look,
Yo,
he
I apologize because I was looking for the other clip, right?
Man,
Now,
grabbed the whole shit.
in another clip though, like in the whole video, he does the judge is like, yo, you know, I'm about to sentence you, yada yada yada. Do you have anything to say? So he's like, yeah, Your Honor, I'm a changed man. You know, I changed my life around. I'm not on drugs. I'm not doing anything. I'm reformed. I don't think going to jail. I don't think jail would, you know,
What a waste of
be
time.
best right now. So then after that, the judge turned around and said, well, I don't agree with you. I think, you know, based upon your record, based upon what you've been doing in society, I think you need to go to jail. It was at that moment my brother said, What are you talking about?
He said, "Watch this vertical, bitch."
But you
That's
know
when
what?
he took
You
the
know
leap
what
of
though?
faith.
He only got
I think
4
you
years.
snapped,
He
man.
only got 4 years.
No, for the initial charge. He's
For
gonna
the
get
initial
charged
charge.
for jumping over the bench and assaulting that judge.
Then she added
That's a
5
whole
more.
nother charge.
But that's
That's
what
5
I
more
read.
years.
I read that he got 4 years for that whole thing.
For the whole
Oh,
thing?
no, no.
Yeah, they only gave him like 14 to 48. Yeah, they gave him 14 to 48.
No,
Oh,
4.
it's only
years.
14 to 48.
4 years.
So
48 months, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, 48 months. Okay, got you.
my
I think
question,
dude
48
snapped.
months.
my question is though, you know, how high did he have to jump? Because that was a good leap and he cleared it.
That
Cleared
bitch
that
is
shit.
probably.
Hey, when you about
Because
to go
remember,
to
the
jail, there's a lot
judge's
of
shit
you learn
is
how to
higher.
Exactly.
They're
That
written
bitch
back.
is
Judge is sitting up way high.
It's
And he didn't have that much of a running
But
start.
not only that, he actually hit his target.
Division 1, huh, Troy? Division 1, huh, Troy?
Listen, he high jumped that joint because he jumped and was like, you know what I'm saying, his whole body, not just his feet, his whole body. So
Definitely a waste of talent. That nigga should have been something.
Brody definitely cleared it too.
And listen, he probably had on Tim's when he did it, so you know this.
With no laces.
Nah, he probably snapped, man. In all honesty, because you can kind of tell when he was talking to the judge, he was kind of loopy a little bit, and he was kind of like on the verge of crying.
Oh yeah.
And then when she said, because I saw the clip that you're talking about, Jay. So when she said I don't agree, I think he just snapped. There's no, because if you're thinking, you're not gonna do that.
Yep. Now I honestly believe he was probably really terrified of going to jail. And when she said you going to jail, like you said, he just snapped. He lost it. He took that leap of faith, and now he's gonna be there for a longer time. You know,
man said leap of
but
faith.
it was just for us to laugh about, bringing up the monotony of the show.
What was you gonna
we got one more topic. We got one more topic before we get up out of here, man. And we just want to touch on that. A teacher made a list of slang words banning students from using in her English class. Is the teacher valid, or is there a racist undertone to it?
Hold on, show the list. Let me show the list. Hold on, let me show the list real quick.
Yeah, so we were gonna show us the list of what the teacher was talking about, and we're gonna break it down.
I can't see it, man.
I can't see that shit.
Yeah,
I can't.
We mad old.
Hold on, it says these words, sayings are prohibited in my classroom. If you are caught using these words, you will write a short essay explaining why you choose to use these words in an academic setting to express yourself. There are many ways to articulate what you need to say without using slang. Please know that using slang in an academic setting can diminish your capability to become a successful writer. More often than not, the way you speak is the way you will write. The gibberish some of you choose to use is improper English and sometimes inappropriate for an academic setting. This is an educational institution. You will carry yourself as scholars in my classroom. Some of the words are, she put bruh, standing on business.
I hate that.
Ski yee. You
AKA now?
You ate that up. That's cap. What's up, gang? Bet on God, on my mama, on my dad. Riz, what's up, G? In the cut with my twin. Just vibe. On bro, on hood, gang, nigga, on me, on the set, freak you mean, period, Munya, big dog, motion and or big motion, just vibe twin, what's up twin, and there's a couple more, but you get the gist.
Yo, but
so
what is the...
I don't know what half of those are.
Okay.
Yeah, what does twin mean? What
that's what I'm saying. But hold up, right? Before we get it right, before we talk our shit, I want y'all to hear Shorty, and then I want y'all to tell me if she's valid. Because I see her like I'm kind of like I said, let's see this first, and then we'll give our 2 cents. Listen to what Shorty had to say right here. Hold up.
Now, I could say I found this list to be abhorrent, problematic, and unhelpful because it undermines the cultural expressions of students. And I could say, oh God, this list is trash. It's giving colonizer. You see how they meant the same thing? My name is Dr. Raquel Martin. I'm a licensed clinical psychologist, professor, scientist, podcast host, speaker. And here's my problem with this list. 1, it fully negates the culture of students. Point blank, period. By banning certain aspects of their language, you're also limiting their ability to express themselves and engage in dialogue. And it's so interesting because most of the times the thing I hear about youth is the common complaint I hear is these students don't say anything. They never talk about anything. They have nothing to say. And then when they do talk, you say, not that though. You're not allowed to say that. This is also clearly targeted to students that look like me. So congratulations, you have done quite the successful job at ensuring that our youth continue to be excluded and pushed to the margins. Be sure to get that raise from the supremacists. You have earned it. Yeah. Students in classrooms like this are going to be less likely to participate in discussion or express themselves or the ideas freely, which is really essential. It's an essential part of critical thinking and developing critical thinking skills. It also really challenges the aspect of, or gets in the way of the aspect of the fact that like critical thinking involves challenging norms and thinking creatively. How are they going to do that if they're not allowed to use the language with which they are comfortable in speaking or the language that they find meaningful?
All right, cut her off.
We want talking about what is the culture? Culture is a complicated, multifaceted system that encompasses norms, social habits, and languages. It also adapts over time. Also, it's giving colonizer. How? How you may ask?
Can we cut her off?
Colonizer.
Yeah.
And ban.
They're not trying to hear her.
Nah, because I don't.
She lost y'all. She lost y'all.
I'm be real with you.
I'm just saying.
Oh, what up, Mayor? What up, Mayor?
Yeah, she doing. What up, Corey?
Who that?
That's Corey.
Yo, what up, bro? I ain't just. I'm old as hell, bro. I set my alarm clock.
Yo, you came in at perfect timing.
Yeah,
this is your type of topic right here.
I don't agree with her. I'm gonna tell you why I don't agree with her.
Talk about it.
Because the teacher said in her classroom.
Thank you.
Everything is not racist. I'm sorry. Everything where I work, I can't speak the way I'm speaking to you. You see what I'm saying? I can't speak the same way I speak to my homies at work. Aren't you in the DMV, right?
Yep.
I work in Tyson's Corner. I can't speak to the people in Tyson's Corner the way I'm speaking to you guys.
She was absolutely correct in everything she said, but her concept of where she's putting it is absolutely wrong.
Yeah,
because I'm with you on this one, Art. Because and Troy, you were trying to say. I'm imagining you trying to say the same thing.
Yeah,
there's a time and a place for everything.
Like, why is that? Why would you talk like that in the classroom anyway? Like you're learning, you're answering questions. Like when I went to school, I'm answering questions. Why would I need to say nigga and all this other stuff?
Now,
why would I need to be saying ski in class?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Like, Troy is not being
on God.
Trying to be funny, but I'm with Troy on this. There's a time and a place for everything, and she's in class. She's not asking you not to be black. She's not asking you not to have a conversation with your friend. But she is asking you, if you're going to have a conversation with the rest of your classmates, make it a conversation that all of us are in the know of what you're speaking. Not everybody understands on God, twin.
Imagine saying that answer the question.
They do.
Yo,
I'm gonna be real with you.
God, the answer.
Now, wait. Hold up. I got this because I work with kids. So I'm gonna put y'all on the game.
Okay,
there's a balance to it. You gotta let them express themselves. Because this way, because you know why? I have to understand that you're retaining the information. So if I tell you something, you regurgitate it to me in the way I need to hear it, and then you turn around and you give your homie a high five and say, "On God, I got this."
Oh well, that's different.
That's
different.
No.
Listen, I have to let them. I have to let kids express themselves. Otherwise, I'm out the loop from understanding them.
But what you're saying, Jamal, that's different. That's what I'm saying. But to the teacher, like, you're not gonna talk like that to your teacher. To your friends, I get it. Yeah, that should do whatever.
I get what you're saying. Like you got to meet the kids halfway. But the where I'm at with it is because it's English class. If this was any other class, I would get what Shorty's talking about. But being that this is the English class,
now
that's where I'm like, all right, yeah. At the end of the day,
certain,
like, then you're gonna end up like a nigga like me that's smart dumb. Cause I be knowing shit. Sometimes I can't articulate myself because I be cursing like a motherfucker and I don't be knowing certain words to use and shit like that because I was that nigga that always wanted to, you know what I'm saying? But so yeah, I think in that setting, especially English class, yeah, man, like learn how to fucking speak properly. So you don't sound like an ignorant nigga in certain settings that you're gonna need these skills for at some point.
You gotta know how to code switch.
Have to work on that list. Definitely don't need to be set in class.
Remember growing up, we be on the block, we cursing, saying all kind of whatever. An adult walk by, what happened?
Oh, you tighten up.
We cleaned it up.
You tighten up quick fast.
So that's all the English teachers asking. In my classroom.
Yeah, I think it's respect, yo. I'm not gonna lie. I think there should be a healthy respect.
I definitely think
taught to you in class. That's what I believe.
And on top of that, the white kids speak like that too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not all black and brown.
That's what I was about to say.
That's another issue. That's the one issue I had with Shorty when she talking about that like the culture thing. Like, why the fuck ignorance got to be our culture? Like, what the fuck is ski? Like, what culture is that?
That right there.
Like,
what the fuck that got to do with culture? That's
exactly right.
There's half the things on that list that should never be said, period. I don't care if it's in class, outside of class, or whatever. But
and that's why you got to half-ass agree with the teacher. Because
I agree halfway with the teacher.
Don't talk. We're having a conversation in here. I expect you to
at the same time,
your friend
as an English teacher. As an English teacher, you should embrace the dialogue and the way kids can flip words different ways. Embrace that.
That's not her
100%. 100%.
I'm not. That's not the job.
Use it,
but
as a lesson to teach them.
No,
Instead of saying that's my twin, let's break down what these words mean. So, oh, cool, you got an adjective. Oh, you got this. Use what they're saying to educate, teach them, and elevate them. So instead of saying this, you can alternatively say this. I need to teach you the yin and the yang, because you have to survive in both worlds. You have to survive in your world, however you live, but I'm also going to teach you how to survive in this world over here.
But Jay,
I got to give you
that's the point to that, Jay. But that's the point to this, Jay. Why does she have to ask the kids to be in that mannerism? As a teacher, this is what you're supposed to be learning from me. You should be speaking the way I'm trying to talk to you anyway. I need to understand where you're coming from with these words. But if you use them, I'm with her. Instead of using "you got me, gang," why don't you say, "do you all understand what I'm saying"? How come you can't say that?
Because a lot of them they don't know.
But they understood you got me. You got me.
It's kind of like, all right, let me throw it back to our era, right?
Right.
Well, you just said "you got me, gang," right? That's like me writing a paper, and in the paper that I'm turning in for a grade, I'm like, nah, me.
Yo,
nah, me.
Wait, yo, okay. Come on, let me put y'all onto a concept right now that we may not think about. All the kids in school right now have parents who grew up on social media and the internet. Our parents didn't. So therefore, our parents actually taught us certain things on how to speak and proper etiquette. Now we have parents who don't even teach kids anything but what they see on the internet. So therefore, these kids come to school and they don't know. All they do know is slang.
So isn't it important for in the one English class that you put that shit to the side and you fucking learn a dialogue that's going to help you get the job in the real world, that shit matters in real life?
Leo, how can they put it aside if they don't know any other way to communicate? So what I'm trying to say is you have to meet them where they at and
that's
change the way they communicate.
That's what the teachers.
Can I say something real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. I hear you, because there's a couple things, man. I saw somebody write in the chat. It's not about race, but everybody talked up here about code switching. So my thing is, if we got a code switch, that right there tells you that race is indeed an issue. Because if we got to go around other people and be different around them, that means there's something that makes us have to change our behavior. When that something is white supremacy. So that whole race still had nothing to do with shit.
I don't think it's cold.
So, no, wait. Let me
because for the
finish.
same simple fact, my
Let me
coworker is to work speaking Spanish.
Let me finish.
It's not cold.
And I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you said it because when I went to college, right, I failed French twice. I hate that white bitch that taught me French because first day she got in there, and she ain't speak English the whole fucking time, right? So I ain't had no time to learn French slang. I had to learn the language. I had to learn how to master language. The problem with us is when it comes to us, right, we want to make excuses. All right, we got to meet them where they are. Yeah, meet them where they are. But we're talking about mastery of the English language. Our folks I was taught that whatever you're involved in, for you to get ahead and be ahead of those folks that are our oppressors, you have to learn how to master everything. Damn everything else. Master everything. That slang shit has no place in that classroom. And I want to also too say shame on all of y'all, because none of y'all mentioned this. That chick is obviously a lesbian. That teacher, she's a lesbian. All I said was Scarface.
Lesbian. She part of the Alpha.
Lesbian. I saw Zora Neale Hurston. I saw her earrings. I said lesbian.
But wait, to clear it up though, Leo did say even white kids use slang and talk like that in general. So I really want to make it about race. I was just talking about kids
it's definitely like Corey said, right? It's definitely about race, right? But why we want to handicap ourselves, right? We got that slang shit down pat. Like that's our language, that's our culture. That's how we talk amongst our community in code. But when we want to, you know what I'm saying? If we ever want to fucking not be, how you call it, fucking economically behind and shit like that, we got to get on their game and master their game, their language. So why the fuck are we going to?
I'm a fucking hypocrite though, bro. I'm a fucking hypocrite because I'm going to tell you the truth. Because I mastered the English language. I know all the shit that the kids don't know. I be learning slang. I be doing the shit in reverse. So I'm like a hypocrite, bro. So like I don't think I'm the right authority.
That's how it's supposed to be. That's how it's supposed to be.
Now, what I'm trying to say is that
like we moving ass backwards, talking about culture. Man, this rap shit, like, come on, bro. What the fuck culture is that?
We know it's important,
culture, bro.
We know it's important for the kids to learn English. What I'm trying to say is the kids don't even know it. The kids don't even know proper English. All they know is this slang talk. So even before you can even teach them what syllables are, before you even break down what an adjective, a pronoun, nouns, and verbs and stuff, you got to take the way they talk and let them know there's a different way to do it. Now, again, there's certain ways to do it. So the teacher, I wouldn't eradicate them speaking slang. I would kind of tell the guys, I would tell my students, give me a sentence. We're going to break down one of y'all sentence. I'm gonna show you how the verb. I'm gonna show you how the pronoun. I'm gonna show you another way to say this. You gotta feed these kids. A lot of these kids don't know.
Well,
bro, I'm coming in like my French teacher, bro.
Though. I think that's what she's trying to do. When she says don't use these words, I honestly think that's what her goal is. She's not saying don't use it outside of my classroom. Don't use it in the street. She's saying in my classroom. You're going to learn how to speak properly. And there's nothing wrong with slang. Right. There's nothing wrong with it. I got a 25-year-old, a 14-year-old, and a 5-year-old. I don't know half of the stuff they're saying because they're speaking in this new age slang. Okay? But I got to learn it because I want to communicate with my children. But they still know how to speak proper English. That's all she's saying.
I don't know if that's because and if y'all read what he just said at the bottom, it's nothing more than just being respectful to the teacher and the subject in which she's trying to teach. She is trying to teach them English. You need to learn what she's trying to teach and don't try to speak what is going on in you. We understand that when you walk out that door, it's not inside of that classroom. And she's not telling you don't say it outside the classroom.
Okay.
She's saying when you walk in this classroom, I am asking you to speak.
Let's break it down. All right, so let's break it down as look at slang as a second language, right? Because a lot of these kids don't know proper English. So let's say you have a Spanish student who knows Spanish. He's fluent in Spanish, doesn't know English. He is learning English. He cannot communicate to you the word in English because he doesn't know it. So therefore, he's going to have to say it in Spanish.
But
Nope.
that's what you're in.
Nope.
Now,
That
hold
nigga,
on. Now,
that nigga
let me
ends
get
up
it.
in
Let me
special
get it.
ed until he
Yeah, let
learn
me
the
get
shit,
it. Let
and
me-
then he get in
Jay,
regular
in
classes.
that case, Jay, that's why they call
It's
it
not. It's called ESL. Man, don't
ESL.
call it special ed,
English
bro. That's
as a
fucked up.
second
English as a
language.
second language.
That's what they
ESL,
trying to
man.
teach you.
That's the politically correct way to say it.
They
But they was putting
trying
them
to
English as a
niggas in
teach
second
special ed.
you.
language.
They
It's
was putting them
ESL,
niggas in
English as
special
a second
ed.
language.
Okay,
Them
okay,
niggas
okay.
was in one class every period watching us switch classes, mad than a motherfucker.
Jamal, these kids you speak of that don't know nothing, they don't know that's the parents' fault. Because that's both.
Again, yo,
Yeah.
again,
Nah,
and
it's not the parents' fault. It's not the parents' fault. It's the education system fault. Think about this. Recently, we had this thing in Newburgh, right? They were talking about having homework count as 25% of the grade. And I'm like, I'm staunchly against that. I went to the Board of Education. I was like, fuck that. That doesn't need to be anything. I said, they tell us, right? These teachers every year they come in front of us with the union asking for raises and shit, or every other year. We need raises, and they get them, right? They spend 8 hours a day with kids, 8 hours a day with your kid. So then you have 8 hours a day they recommend you sleep. 8 hours a day you're spending with you're spending in school. That's 2/3 of your day. So at least 8 hours for you to spend at home with your parents who are either working or doing whatever. These folks get paid a lot of fucking money. So that homework shit, that shit is not the parents' fault. Those kids spend 8 hours in a day with teachers. Those teachers should be teaching those 8 hours is enough, bro. I hear what you're
But
saying.
I'm just saying, that's
That's 1/3 of your day.
But spending time with your kid, period, and talking to your kid, period, if the only way he communicates with you is slang, is your goddamn fault.
No, I hear you on that. But no, that's not your fault though.
But you again,
that's not their fault.
You gotta realize a lot of these parents are young parents. That's how they communicate.
I'm tired of giving everybody a pass about how to do what we should be doing in the first place. I really am. I'm telling you.
What
right
about
now,
the teachers, though?
57 years. No, I'm not giving anybody a fucking pass tonight. This is the whole thing, man. We got to grow up in a society in which we have to communicate. This is a society of communication.
Thank you, Sean.
And you have to figure out how you have to do that in a standardized method. We learn English to be standardized because this is what we are. If we was in Spain, if we was in Mexico, we'd have to learn Spanish. If we was in the Netherlands, we'd have to learn Sweden or whatever the fucking language is over there, so that we can communicate on the standard level of everybody in society.
These kids ain't speaking no different language. They're not coming out overcable teacher. They're not overcable Mr. Teacher. They're not doing that. They speak English. They just broke a dialect of it. Come on, bro. It's the teacher's fault.
Okay,
They're
trying to say that when you go home,
Mr. Allen. No, they're not doing that, bro. They're saying, hey, what up, dude?
Yeah, but you're trying to say that you can't learn that. And again, show down there throwing all these little tidbits down here.
It's not starting
Y'all
household.
should be reading what he's saying. Why can't you learn this stuff in your house?
They're learning how to communicate.
I understand if you don't have nobody in there that's teaching this to you, but you going to school every day. You look, they watch a television. This is the shit that pisses me off. Y'all would turn a television on and watch a television for fucking 14 hours a goddamn day if you had a chance. And you ain't learning English off of a goddamn television.
You right.
Watching Booker Canaan, bro. Niggas watching Booker Canaan.
Blame the mom and dad about that too. They put you on and watch you. We are watching Blue's Clues. We are watching Blues. Them motherfuckers talk perfect English in Blue's Clues. They talk perfect English watching Barney. They talk perfect English watching the fucking Thundercats. Yet you coming in, I don't never hear Thundercats.
Yo, you just aged everybody in the
group. Thundercats say ski.
Oh shit.
On game.
I'm saying the shit is annoying. If you can't talk in your household and you can't talk outside of the doors that you live in,
oh shit,
you gotta go to school and you need to learn something.
My parents did not let me speak slang to them.
Using these excuses. The teacher got 35 people every fucking hour that they gotta turn somebody and teach these kids. One person's gotta teach 30 people. Why can't you go home and learn from your mama and your dad?
And that's your mom and dad didn't get taught that shit. First off, I'm gonna tell you why. Can I tell you the problem with that? May I tell you the problem with that theory? May I tell you the problem with that theory? The problem with that theory is this here. The problem with that theory is this here. Why can't you go home and learn with your parents? Everybody on this phone call has acknowledged in the past that we live in a system of white supremacy where we have been fucked over. After integration came, right? Before integration, when we had our own schools, there was no special education, no special classes for folks. We had a graduation rate of 98% to 99% in our black schools. So I hear what you're saying, bro, but let's there's nuance to this. Those teachers, when the kids go home, there should be it's like a job. When I come home from my job, I don't want to worry about my job when I come home. I shouldn't have to do homework for my job. You know what I'm saying? And when you're in school, you get graded. Basically, they gauge how you perform in the curriculum versus the other students in that curriculum. So what should be the metric for judging how you perform in that curriculum? Those grades. Those grades should not reflect what parents know, because some parents have knowledge of the language and other subjects, math, science, because they work in those fields. They were good in those fields that other parents don't know. So how could other kids get penalized for the parents not knowing that? That's just dirty.
Penalized, and this is not a penalization of anything when you're supposed to be learning how to communicate with one another.
If you give somebody a grade that's lower than someone else's, that's penalizing them.
No different than
well, no, that's what they earn.
I think. Hold on. But my family knows how to speak. It's
still meritocracy. That's what I'm saying. We can talk all we want. We can say all these words about, hey, it's not penalizing or whatever. It's giving them we're bigging them up. No, it's still merit. It's still based on merit. So my thing is, when it comes to this based on merit, let's cut the nonsense. It's based on merit. How you perform versus everybody else. What you get in that environment. So that teacher is in that environment. The teacher is supposed to foster you enough to give you this tools in that environment to excel. Now, if you go in there saying ski yee, it's her job to correct that in that environment. The same way my French teacher did in my class when I would speak Spanish, and that bitch was like, no, I'm saying, see, mami, me gusta tu camisa. I like your shirt. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I got penalized.
But here's
the thing. I don't think the grades are based on what other kids make. It's based on what you earn, what you do, how you perform.
So you're saying that education. Time out. Education is not a competition between children.
I'm not
based upon how they all that one curriculum. The one curriculum the teacher has. It's a competition as to who works the best in that. That's why they have the bell curve. That's why they have recommendations for college. That's why they have recommendations for advanced classes when you go to high school and junior high. It's a competition.
But it's still based on your individual performance.
I think
no doubt.
I think both individuals. It's based on the individual's talent and the individual's own ability to acknowledge the information that's being passed from the teacher and from the book to that individual kid. The bell curve is there. That's why there's a bell curve, because there's a normality of where people go. Then you have the bottom side of the curve and the top side and the other side of the curve. There's only going to be a few people who are that dumb. Everybody else should be able to understand. That's what the high part of the you know what I'm saying. Y'all understand it. They're gonna be that dumb. Then they're gonna come up and everybody else is gonna sit in there where they can acknowledge the understanding of everything that's being taught. Then there's the other end of that curve, and those people are exceptional. Those people are exceptional, and they know more than most other folks.
I think both of y'all are correct, because like Corey said, right, they go to the kids are with the teachers for 8 hours, right? You with my kids for 8 hours, sometimes more than I'm with my own kid, because shit, fuck around, you got 2 jobs, whatever the case may be. If it's a young kid, they in bed by 8-9 o'clock, so I'm not even seeing them awake for a full 8 hours, right? So on that note, that's valid, but also it's valid that, I mean, the shit starts at home. Like, you're my kid, you supposed to learn from me. It's both. Both sides is fucking up, because we got this teacher talking about, we got to meet the kids halfway. So she's allowing these niggas to talk about ski yee on gang and this and that, and dropping the ball. Like Corey said, you with my kid for 8 hours. I don't need you teaching them this dumb shit. They get enough of that dumb shit when they're out of school, in the streets. And so when they with you for 8 hours, I want you fucking teaching them proper fucking English. But then on the flip side, I get, because I grew up with kids, right? Let's for example, like the immigrant kids, right? I knew kids that they parents ain't speak a fucking lick of English.
Right.
And these niggas didn't speak English when they came to the country, right? Knew them since first, second grade. By like sixth grade, these niggas are speaking fluent, proper English like a motherfucker, and they peoples don't speak a lick of motherfucking English to this day.
Wait, you know why, Leo? Because I'm gonna tell you, when they went home, their parents probably told them, yo, I need you to learn this English. Like, I need you to. They instilled the importance of education.
But that goes to Corey's point where the teachers, we gotta hold these teachers accountable. Like, you with my kid 8 hours a day. Don't be fucking teaching them no ski yee or meeting them halfway. No, put your fucking foot. This is English class.
Okay, so hold up. So
this ain't street.
So let me ask you this scenario. Y'all talking about, because you know what, y'all are looking at it from the perspective of responsible parents. You don't have a lot of responsible parents. You have a lot of parents who want to be friends with their child.
No,
so therefore you put the foot down and in your classroom and say, hey, I don't want you doing this, I don't want you doing that. Then you have the adverse effect of the parents who come back and say, don't limit my child. Don't tell my child what to do. You are not my child's parent, yada, yada, yada.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
What about, all right, can I ask you a question though? Because we said ESL before, right? Doesn't equal POC, but all right,
that shit was special ed in the 90s. I don't care.
I ain't gonna lie. That's what I want to ask too. What about the motherfuckers that was just made? They had the niggas who couldn't speak English with them dumb motherfuckers in the same class, never switched. That's right. What about the can't get rights? The motherfuckers that just meant you just know they meant to make cookies in school and sell them between periods. Like, what about them? Like, there are a lot of them. Now, when I went to high school, bro, them cookies, they used to sell the cookies, right? The special ed people used to sell the cookies between periods. Them shits used to.
I'm be real with you.
I was like, bro.
So lo and behold, I work with kids. I work with kids that have autism, right? That is my job.
That don't count. That don't count.
No, but you talking about kids that special education?
No, we talking about niggas that are capable to be the fucking president of the world, but them niggas is just, for whatever reason,
they just like
kids who have. I'm gonna put you on.
It's
a big spectrum when it comes to kids who have autism, right?
Mm-hmm.
Some of them, in all honesty, there's a chemical imbalance to where they talk and respond and do things a certain sort of way where they can't control it. They can't.
Well, that's different though.
The only that's what I'm saying, that don't count. That's like what we were talking about before working out. If you injured, there's just certain shit you can't do. Them niggas is mentally injured. Like, it's not their bad.
Then we just talk.
They be the best cookie makers though, bro. They be the best makers of cookies, bro. Them niggas be making the best cookies. The best cookies ever. Let's talk about it.
Now we talking about kids, right? That's playing behind the egg ball, right? There's nothing wrong with them mentally, but they got parents that don't teach them shit.
You know what?
That are slacking at home, and then you go to school, right? And then you got the teacher that just don't give a fuck, but should give a fuck, because if you gave a little a fuck, this kid might learn something, but he's just trouble not because he's retarded. It's just because he got shit going on at home. He's not too bright, so he's acting up. So instead of putting him in special ed, you gotta attend to him more. Like, that's what I'm saying. Corey's right. Where them 8 hours, you get paid to kind of work magic, because sometimes home is fucked up. All the education they ever gonna get is these 8 hours in school for the next kindergarten to 12th grade, if they even make it that far.
So can we stop, Brando? Like,
hold on a second. So ain't nobody wrong, man. We come to this realization. We all right here. So let me ask this question then. Do y'all feel the teacher who wrote that list was off for doing what she did?
I don't. I really don't.
I really want.
I don't think so.
I want to.
At the end of the day, I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Because I don't think she. Again, I'm just trying to understand. Corey, you absolutely
you're right.
Right. You not.
Heaps of.
I'm
He
not
said,
even saying you
Show,
wrong.
I agree with that too, Show.
Yeah.
I do.
"Yep, I
do.
do too." Show talk. He showed up talking too.
But I don't think the
And
teacher
we
was
know
off.
this.
Though. I really
We
don't.
know this. Yeah, it's a broken system. You damn right, Show. But we gotta also see why the system is broken, because there's a lot, and it goes to what Corey was saying. It's going to what Leo was saying. It's going to what all of us have been saying, and it's a two-tier layer. In the business of education, they not doing enough to help the teachers. Number one, they don't pay them enough. They don't give them enough resources to do what they got to do. And again, there are not enough teachers out here to handle the load of the number, of kids that they're dealing with. I honestly, I don't know. Y'all, I mean, I'm 57. I understand I'm a little bit older. I don't want to go into that. I used to walk 5 miles when I was younger to go through snow shit. No, it's not nothing like that. I understand about having a lot of kids in the classroom, but when you got one kid, you got one teacher to 32, 35 kids, and you trying to get a point across, and they not trying. It's hard to teach somebody who don't want to learn. And then I want to go back to the household, because the parents, Leo is 195% right, because they might both be at work. And let's make it even harder, because there might not be 2 people in the house.
Facts.
It might just be one. I don't care what side of that fence, mother or father. It might not even be either one of them. It might be an auntie. It might be a grandmother. You know what I'm saying? So to get everything
You're
you
right.
need from both sides of that is a difficult situation. And I just believe that the first thing that needs to be taught, and it does need to come from the house, is respect what's being taught to you.
Well, why y'all not talk about
to
the
these
one
people.
thing though? Well, you say you 57. You missing? I'm mad as hell at all y'all for missing the one topic that we
What
ain't
is it?
the one part of this. Them hoes, them special ed hoes be having that snapper.
Yo,
Them chicks,
ladies and gentlemen,
they be having that snap, and they mouth crazy.
Episode on the Man Cave Podcast. I want to thank everybody for coming out. Yo, remember, don't forget.
He ain't lying though.
Thank you all. Thank you.
To the YouTube channel.
Bruh.
Yo, Arthur, thank you for pulling up. We hope to see you again.
Them skin tight jeans originated from them chicks in special ed.
Corey, remember that fucking that porn shit? Look at that retarded.
No, bro, don't. Oh, that was different, bro.